To get started, users will need to register an account to use the iCASHFLOW.BN mobile application by pressing on to the Get Started button. The user will be redirected to the Sign Up page. On this page, users are required to fill in their email address, Brunei registered phone number, password, request newsletter and agree to the terms and conditions and privacy policy by selecting on the checkbox provided. The user will be redirected to the phone verification page. On this page, users will need to enter the verification code that is sent through SMS. The user is required to fill in their personal details in the About You section as follows: their first and last name, birth date, identity card and district. The user is required to select their business category as follows: new business that generates less than 1,000 Brunei dollars and has no bookkeeping records, or an ongoing business that generates more than 1,000 Brunei dollars and has bookkeeping records. The user is required to fill in their business details as follows: business name, year founded, a brief business description, business address, and if the business is formally registered. In the last section, the user is required to fill in their business details as follows: business email address, phone number, Instagram account, Facebook account and their business website. On the dashboard overview, users will be able to see the selected month, cash in, cash out and net cash evaluation. The cash flow summary is represented into two charts which can be in a form bar chart and line chart, and is divided into 4 months. The spending summary is divided into 2 categories which are cash in and cash out. Users are able to view the summarized list of cash in or cash out by clicking upon the prompted cash in or cash out box located below the pie chart. On the bookkeeping overview, user will be able to see the month and year, cash in and cash out. Users are also able to select the month and year by clicking upon the change button. The cash flow summary is represented into 2 charts which can be in a form bar chart and line chart and is divided into 4 months. Users will also be able to view bookkeeping transactions. To add a new transaction, simply press on the Add icon located at the top right of the latest transaction section or click on the New button located in the transaction list. User is required to fill in all the bookkeeping details. After filling up the details, users should be able to see the new transaction on the latest transaction list. To export bookkeeping transactions, users will need to be in the bookkeeping list page. On the bookkeeping list page, the user is required to press on the Export button located at the Actions section. Please note, user email address needs to be verified to use this feature. To scan and add a transaction, simply click on the Add icon. User is required to click on the scan icon located at the top right of the header form header. In the invoice overview, users will be able to see the month and year, sales amount and purchases amount. Users are able to select a month by pressing on the Change button. In the weekly summary, users are able to see their invoice weekly summary in the form of bar chart and line chart. The bar chart is divided into 5 weeks. Users will also be able to view 5 latest invoice transaction lists. To add a new transaction, simply press on the Add icon located at the top right of the latest invoice section or click on the New button located in the transaction list. user is required to fill in all the invoice details. To export invoice transactions, users will need to be in the Invoices list page. On the Invoices list page, the user is required to press on the Export button located at the Actions section. Please note, user email address needs to be verified to use this feature. To scan and add a new invoice, simply click on the Add icon. User is required to click on the scan icon located at the top right of the header form header. On the planner overview, user will be required to fill in the form for their monthly recurring cash in and cash out projection. User will be redirected to the planner menu page. On this page, user will be able to select their planner projection year and month. On the selected projection month page, users will be able to see their cash in or cash out projection overview by simply pressing on the View Expenses or View Income button. User will also see their remaining projection balance and their cash in and cash out transactions. To edit user recurring projection, simply click on the Edit Global Projection located under Actions. Users are able to update their recurring cash in and cash out projection by simply entering the new projected amount. On the Manage Projection page, user will be able to view a list of recurring and non-recurring projection months. To add a non-recurring projection month, simply click on the three-dotted menu and select Create located at the top right of the page. Users are required to fill in the form to create a non-recurring projection of the month. After filling up the requirements, users should be able to see the new non-recurring projection on the list. To quick edit a projection month, simply tap on the selected projection. To quick delete a projection month, simply tap and hold on the selected projection. A pop-out message will appear. Click on Yes to delete the projection entry. To clear all projections, simply click on the Clear Projections located under the action list. A pop-out message will appear. Click on Yes to delete all existing projection entries. On the calendar page, user will be able to view their paid and unpaid invoice transactions by date. The iCASHFLOW.BN mobile application is available on both App Store and also Google Play. Download now.